What up, Herd? Welcome to another episode of Cover Lovers, where we get to talk about this week's incentives as well as store exclusives. And Dale was rocking out to the theme.
Yeah, man, we love it. He gets super butthurt if we miss the intro. He's really upset.
I can tell he likes it. He loves it. There you go. There you go. Mike Dale, how was your guys' weekend? Do you have a good time?
Sorry, I was reading the comments. I got totally sidetracked. I'm just for a second. Yes, he had a great time, as you can see. He had a birthday party and went crazy with his friends. And I'm exhausted as a result. Stop. Okay, go on to Rob.
All right, Big Rob, what is going on? How are these going in your neck of the woods?
All good. I have to be here. So on a Monday on the Cover Lovers. I just want to show off this card. I love this card I just picked up the other day.
It's Doom.
Yeah, badass Doom card. But yeah, I'm ecstatic. Happy to be here another Monday. I hate work, but it's okay.
Don't we all, sir? What about you, Jeff? Thanks for coming in, man. I mean, I know you were doing a family thing, so I'm glad you were.
Sorry, I was late. Yeah, no, I can only take so much of my parents, so
we're family. We're family.
That was my time limit. Yeah, only an hour.
Which is exactly what we get from Jeff here at Cover Lovers.
Pretty much. Yeah, that's all I can take of family. But yeah, it's good. It's Jeff at Geek Driven on IG, and can't wait to see what's on Cover Lovers. Go ahead.
No. Please finish.
Oh, I was gonna say, Saturday I did show off some pickups for comic books, and I picked up a pretty big handful of X-Men books from like 180 something to.
It was old school Jeff, short box Jeff.
I had a half short box. God. It was a half a short box. It was 85 books.
Hi, Dory.
So Jeff's portion was an hour, right? Of him pulling like, look what I got.
Yeah. It was 25 minutes. It was okay.
That's awesome.
I try to limit myself, but I realized when I went through them, all the older issues were in way better condition than the newer ones.
Wow.
Yeah, it was like 186 to like 299 or something like that, and a bunch of newsstand issues. But anyways, let's not talk about my collection. Let's talk about what's going on this week.
Well, if you want to take a look at Jeff's collection, definitely tune into Saturday Morning Toy Box. It was this past Saturday, and you can see all of the beautiful books that Jeff got, as well as some of the toys that Big Rob also got in the mail.
Yeah, Big Rob is
making so lame. I haven't gotten anything. I've gotten nothing. All I've gotten is readers. I'm like Rob called me last week. I'm $5 Chuck, man. That's.
But that's okay, because after collecting for so long, you go through these phases of like, oh, I really want the new books. Oh, I really want old school books, like books that
wait, that's not true. I got an Archie 100 from 1952.
Well, there you go. Shoot, I don't have any Golden Age books, so.
I forgot about that.
Also, do want to say happy Star Wars week for everybody.
Yes. May the 4th be with you.
Don't forget, New Comic Book Day on Saturday.
Ooh, that's right. Oh, free. That's right. Free Comic Book Day.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, that kind of put a damper on the books that we have to show this week. Totally about that. Because there's a lot of free comic book day books that there's not a whole lot of incentives. So to be perfectly honest with you guys, we have the same amount of incentives that we do for store exclusives this week.
Oh gosh. Hey Trish, is there a Feral free comic book day comic this year?
Ooh, yeah, huh? Or anything that you've worked on?
Oh, look! I think Mike knows something, but
I don't. I actually don't. That's a legitimate question. I really don't know the answer.
All right, let's get through the whole stuff first with our sponsors really quick, and then we'll go into the chat, and that'll give Trish some time to to let us know. First off, as always, cover price is available for just 99 cents for 30 days. just using code word Nirvana14. So make sure to take a look at that. And also another sponsor, we have Bird City Comics. Make sure to use TNH10 to save yourself 10% off of your purchase over on their site. And also thank you guys to our 4 horsemen, Uncle Rudy, Something Wong, Deanna and Glenn 2K12. Thank you guys very much for everything you do for the community. And also big shout outs to Eddie, our DJ, and you can give him a follow at Beats by Monster. All right, let's dive into the chat. As always, we got the key, GTQ. What is going on? Terry, and look at that. Trish, thanks for stopping by and gracing us with your presence. Hope you had fun at C2E2. What is going, Doreen? Good to see you. And Trish, let's see. No Farrell, no me for. Oh, wow. Okay.
That's
You're
sad.
not,
That's very
very
sad.
Anywhere for Free Comic Book Day? Wow, okay. I'm kind of surprised.
With all the books you've done this year, there's nothing that has your art on it. That's crazy.
Yeah, because I think Tony Fleece is doing something in one of the comic shops for Free Comic Book Day. That's going to be this weekend. And what is going on, Derek? How's it going? Thanks for stopping by. All right, guys, let's just. Oh, there it is. Here it is. She'll be at LCS in Baltimore. There you go.
Ooh.
All right, so make sure that you guys head on over. Trish, you want to give a shout out to your LCS real quick so people know where to find you if they're ever out in the Baltimore area? All right, guys, let us dive in to the incentives for this week. So here we go. Our first one is this beautiful book by Deadpool, but we have Deadpool and Wolverine World War III #1. We have a 1 in 25 by In-Hyuk Lee and a 1 in 100 by Gabriel Delato. And then also he does have a cover A for it. The 1 in 100 is the Virgin variant. All right, Mike, what are your thoughts? Which one would you choose?
Wow, I kind of like them both, to be honest with you. And that's strange because Lee's stuff has not impressed me lately. But this one doesn't look so shiny and digital as a lot of his other stuff does. This looks a little bit more, I don't know. It almost looks a little bit more painted somehow, so I like it. But the Delato, in my opinion, is the better of the two covers. Some of my favorite Wolverine covers ever are Delato's. Some that are worth a lot of money and some that aren't. He did a little run on that for a while, and then of course he's got a couple of famous ones. This one's really good, although a little confusing anatomically here and there. There's some strange spots, but I love the arm being chopped into pieces, and it's kind of got a little comedy along with some really serious violence. It's just perfect for the vibe of the movie that we're about to get and the whole thing. So, and I just think he's a master. You know, basically every time he does something, it's very rare that we get a dud from him. But they're both really, really good layouts with a lot of action. I think maybe I prefer the depth and the contrast in the Delato better. That might be the reason why I like it so much more. Whereas the Lee looks a little bit two-dimensional. It's a little bit all sort of forward, whereas the Delato has some space. So it's the Delato for me all day.
Okay. And what about you, Big
Rob? Get the regular cover though, not the 1 in 100.
So I've personally never been a big In-Hyuk Lee guy. I love him, but that's cool. It's nothing wrong with the In-Hyuk Lee. It's a nice cover. I prefer the Delato. So there is a trade dress version, and there's this 1 in 100. And if you're not aware, there's also a secret variant for the Delato. There's a whole other third copy. Can I show you real quick, Alonso, if you don't mind?
Yes.
Oh, of course, please. What is this secret variant you are talking about?
So let me share my screen.
Not such a secret, obviously.
So it's a retailer exclusive, or is it a
Rob knows?
Or is
Does
it
it know?
one per shop?
It's so I believe I might be at one per shop.
Ooh, he's wearing the brown and orange.
Oh,
They changed the costume for
Son
Wolverine.
of a bee!
Oh man!
I think it's a one per store. It might be a one per store. It's 67.
$67.50. What?
Yeah, I'm not sure. Don't quote me on the 1 per store thing, but I know it's a hard to come by secret variant thing. So that's what it is. So just want to show it real quick. Stop sharing. Go back to Alonso's deck.
What? To Alonso's what?
Alonso's deck?
Deck. Clean those ears. Clean those ears.
Well, yeah, the Delato's the winner, in my opinion. I do like more the brown costume one, to be honest, on this one. It just looks better with the trade dress in the back. And the trade dress is different color, too. It's a little more mute. It's a little more brown tones, muted colors. But, yeah, Delato all the way. Pick your choice, the trade dress, the 1 in 100, or the secret variant. I didn't get none of them. I think I might have just got a cover A for this, just for the hell of it. But I think it's a cool art. It's Delato. It's at least it's bright colors. It's not like super dark and shit. So it's a cool, interesting cover, and I dig it. Nothing wrong with the lead, but my preference is Delato.
All right, and Jeff.
I'm like Mike. I actually like both of these covers. This is one of Lee's best covers in recent months. Although it is lacking the depth, like he says. The background is just that plain old Sears catalog background. And what? Go ahead.
Nope.
Oh, okay.
Disregard me.
I actually think Lee drew both Wolverine and Deadpool really well, or at least I don't know if he drew them. I guess digitally you still draw.
No, he drew them. It's just digital.
Yeah. I think he nailed them both. Ripped clothes, little blood squirting out here and there. It's really cool. I just have a problem. So I like the Delato. I just have a problem with the way it's colored, I guess, or like the details of it. But I think the Delato is an overall better art, but slightly. Again, and like Mike said, it's the background really helps, gives you that depth perception. So yeah, I would probably still go with the Delato with the guys, just because of the whole Wolverine is slashing Deadpool, the arms slashing pieces. I really like that. That's really cool. So okay. I will go with that this much higher than the lead.
All right, it's a clean sweep. I just want to let you know that Wolverine is using those Crest white strips, and it looks pretty damn good.
Yeah, no. He's got that. He's got that purple stuff, that purple gel that you use to get rid of all the yellow.
I mean, yeah, he's looking good, man. Those teeth, no stains. This man does not drink coffee.
Yeah, well, he's like 150 years old. Pretty clean white teeth.
And then Jeff, I know you're the guy that really looks at like if the art is anatomically correct.
Yes.
And I was waiting for you to like call out his Wolverine's leg. I mean, I don't even see it. Like he's missing a leg.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was referring to before when I was talking about there's some anatomical problems with it. But.
I mean, I see the leg, but he's like straddling Deadpool, so this is kind of odd.
Is it now?
That might be done on purpose, though.
I mean, he's really straddling him.
Well, if you want to stab somebody, you got to pretty much straddle them. So,
I guess so.
Yeah. Rob would know.
I would know.
I wouldn't know.
Yeah, his claws are only so long.
Every time I stab someone, I straddle them.
I straddle them, exactly. There you go. Look at they are scissoring, baby. Yes, that's right. They are. They are.
Scissors.
No.
Rub.
That's right. All right.
I mean, there's something wrong with Wolverine's right arm.
All right. I'm glad you're talking about this.
We have the bloody, oh my God, the Bloody Hunt, not the Bloody Hunty. Red Band Edition #1, which is a homage to crime suspense stories. This is a 1 in 25 by our buddy Big Rob.
Yeah, that's an homage to the classic Golden Age cover here, or horror, whatever you want to call it, 1950s cover. And also a secondary homage is the Wolverine Sabretooth one, which I have. That's a great one as well. Did the same thing basically. I love it. It's great. It's a great homage. It's been done quite a bit. Not a lot, not to death, but it's been done quite a bit over the last 30 years. It's a great representation of that homage. Interesting that Thor is the one with his head chopped off on this. who the hell did that to Thor? That takes a lot to do Thor. Interesting, but it's pretty accurate to the original art. So it's a cool homage, and that's where you probably want to something interesting cover you want to put on the 1 in 25. That makes sense to me. So yeah, but that barcode, right? That barcode is going to be right there, front and center, just to ruin the whole day. Just sucks. But at least they put those shitty trade dress on the top there, so that's good. Yeah. I dig it. I think it's worth a pickup. I don't think I pre-ordered this, but I'm not sure how much it's going for. But it's a nice cover.
All right, Jeff.
Blood Hunty, huh?
Blood Hunty, yeah. That's my typo. My typo. I need to double check myself sometime.
Yes,
Blood
like last
Hunty.
week.
Sometimes.
Last week
we had to identify artists on our own.
Really?
No, not just that. You named one wrong, completely wrong, and we were like, "This is not her. This is not her art."
We went down a huge rabbit hole. Sosa
Maeka, you said did one cover, and we were like, "No way, that's not her."
Really?
Yeah, it was bad.
On League of Geek.
We ripped her a new one, and then we were like, and then I said, "I don't think that's her. Can someone check?" And someone checked, and it was like, it wasn't her.
By the way, this is $67 on Midtown.
What?
Wow.
$67?
Yeah.
Well, at least this is one where I can't say go buy an original because you can't do that.
No, that's way too expensive. I mean, you can get the Sentry homage.
True. Or you could go buy the Wolverine one.
Yeah.
Yeah, Wolverine one's affordable, like $10.
It is.
Yeah, that's way more affordable than all of them. Yeah. For me, I mean, it's cool. I think I have a little bit of problem with his feathers. That doesn't look like feathers. But I mean, it's cool. It's definitely not something you normally would see on a Marvel book. So I dig it. I dig the homage. Everything is pretty cool. The whole layout, everything matched it. That's really cool. And they didn't take too much away from it. I just feel like the way it's drawn, it just feels like he's wearing like a black sheet and he's just kind of bleeding on it. But that's my only gripe. But other than that, it's pretty good art. Damn. I won't be picking this up for $67. That's for sure.
Okay. All right. What about you, Mike?
I actually don't like it. There's a lot of reasons why. First of all, granted, I am not reading the book, so I don't really know what happens in the book. But this doesn't seem like the right book.
Yes, Derek.
To use this to homage I mean, Marvel has never been known for its bloody horror, whereas obviously there's, the pre-code horror stuff is known for that. But and the art just doesn't, I don't know, like the layout should have been more like the original, I think, especially size-wise. All the sizes of everything are wrong.
It's large,
too big. The trade dress is too small. Even the little the text box is too small and in the wrong spot, and some of the colors are off. And it's just like, I'm not a big fan of homages in general these days because there are so many of them. But I feel like if you're going to do one, it needs to be the right fit for the book, and it needs to be done in a way that feels like the original a little bit more than this one does. So it's got a lot of things that don't go right in its favor, and it certainly should not be a $67 book.
I feel like the Marvel editor zoomed in on this art.
Yeah.
Maybe the ratio of size was correct from the artist, but somebody at Marvel zoomed in.
Yeah, that's possible.
And the character would have been better if it was like Carnage or Venom or something like that, or if it was one of their books. That would make a little more sense for
But I hear you guys on the argument, but it's Blood Hunt. It's a vampire book, so it kind of makes sense for that.
I guess so.
Yeah, I mean, it would have been cool if we could see Blade in the background or something. He was the one holding his head or something. That'd been dope.
Yeah, but in the original you don't see that. So I'm just trying to play devil advocate. Why they did what it did. The original, they don't show the head, and it's a vampire book. It's supposed to be kind of bloody and gory. I know its Thor is kind of shocking, but it's I think that's the goal of the book, is to surprise you. It's to shock you. It's a monster book. It's a vampire book.
But Mike is right. It isn't nailing the homage exactly.
Oh yeah, the font's totally all that. Yeah, 100% wrong with that.
So just really quickly, and Bruce brought up a good point. And one of the gripes I had about this cover, is the head looks like it's floating. It looks like it's a floating head.
Yeah.
Because if he's and the guy's not even holding the hair really. It's kind of like, oh, I just have it on the palm of my hand.
I know, it's
Then how do you chop off a head with a hammer? You just can't.
They said it's zoomed out. It's too zoomed in.
Yeah, and like I said, those feathers, they look like foam.
Yeah. All right, gentlemen. Thank you so much. Moving on to the next one, we have Star Wars: The Phantom Menace 25th Anniversary Special #1, a 1 in 25 by Manahani. All right, but hold on, before we get there, just in my defense from last week, okay, just in my defense, okay, this cover, it says here in League of Geek that this cover is Sozo Maeka variant.
Well, they were wrong.
They were absolutely wrong.
It was Vincenzo Federici.
Yes.
Right.
Okay.
Yes.
But yeah, that's what it was saying. So this is where I got it.
Well,
I know.
Well, we know why you had the vomit face on it, or the
because it would have been the worst Sozo Maeka ever.
Yes.
Okay. All right, moving on. Sorry about that, but I just wanted.
Well, aren't you glad it's not Sozo Maeka?
Yes.
All right, Jeff, you're up on this one.
I actually like this one. The Raiders look dope. I guess I dig the angle a little bit. I'm a little confused on the background though, but the characters look great. The what the hell do they call those dog-like creatures? That looks. This one looks a little off. It looks a little too. I don't know how to say it, because I would feel like they look more vicious. But it's cool that they've got a couple of creatures on here, and they have
massives, right? Is that what they're called? Massives?
Yeah, I think so.
Massive?
Yeah.
I think it's what they call them. I don't remember.
Chihuahua.
Chihuahua?
It's their Chihuahua. It's the Sand People's Chihuahuas. Yeah, so I mean, at least the forefront character looks really great. Like the details. And it's not too boring. It's borderline incentive cover for me, but I think it's still worth it if you're a Star Wars fan and you like the Tusken Raiders.
Okay. All right, Mike.
I really like it, and it's the same reason why I often like some of these kinds of covers, especially from painters like this, because they feel like the old Dark Horse books.
Yes.
All those Dave Dorman covers and stuff that I loved so much while I was reading this stuff originally. And this one really hits that nostalgia for me. And it does it in the same kind of color palette that I'm used to seeing these. Again, fully painted, some really great details and depth. Like somebody said in the chat, how many Tusken Raider covers do we get? Not very many. Right. Really cool to see that choice. This all day feels like an incentive to me. But it feels like an incentive from like 1999 rather than an incentive from now, which I think I like even more, when incentives actually meant something. And they were much rarer and harder to find and maybe not even all that sought after at the time. But this one feels like an old school 90s Dark Horse book or 2000s Dark Horse book. And it works really well. It's a really cool choice for an episode 1 cover. Just feel like the Tuskens get the short end of the gaff.
I knew you were going to say it.
The short end of the gaffy stick.
Well, it's so Dark Horse. It's more of a color palette than anything, right?
It definitely is. It's all those browns and maroons and stuff.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah.
Yep, agreed. Okay. Yep, and always fully painted.
All right, Rob, go ahead. You're up.
Yeah, I guess I'm just gonna kind of reiterate what Mike said. I think it's brilliant. I think it's a well done cover. It's one of the better Star Wars covers they've done all year. Because Star Wars right now is notorious for doing shit covers, especially in incentives. So it's an awesome. Like people said, to have the Sand People with all the creatures in their world front and center on a big bright cover. It's not.
It's super rare.
Yeah, very uncommon. So this is gonna be sought after. It's actually pretty cheap on Midtown. It's only $18.
Wait, this is $18, and that other one was $67.
Yeah,
hell out of here, dude.
I think the other one's hard to get. This is I'm pretty sure they printed a shit ton of these though. It's Phantom Menace. The book itself, it doesn't really matter, but
right,
the cover is brilliant and what's shaking. I love they put the Chihuahua on the front and they got the big ram in the back, and that just to me makes it perfect. Because if it was just Sand People, it would be a really cool cover, but putting the animals with them makes it perfect.
I also this cover is actually really cool in the sense of like I feel like they're doing that slow-mo walk off from an explosion they just caused.
Yep. So
it looks kind of dope like that too.
So here's my thing. I feel and I get what you're saying, Jeff, and I think instead of an explosion that they're walking from, they're walking out of Friar Tuck's. Because look at what they're wearing. It's all clean. It's not worn. They're like wearing everything to the nines. They look good. These are not the Sand People that I know.
They just did a wardrobe change. That's all. That's all they did. They blew up some stuff and they did a wardrobe change. Did the slow-mo walk off.
It's all ironed.
Exactly. If someone pressed their clothes for them, washed them. I mean, they look good though. I have to admit, they look good.
Yeah, that forefront character is really well done. A lot of details.
And then awesome sauce, just so you know, this is the Star Wars Phantom Menace 25th anniversary special #1.
They're about to re-release this in theaters, don't forget, folks. So that's probably
Friday.
Yep. This weekend.
Yeah, there we go. They're heading to the club and the cantina. Yes, thanks, Rudy. All right.
Put the music in the background.
And then here we go with we went from Star Wars, and now we're at Star Trek. This is Star Trek Sons of Star Trek #2, 1 in 10 by Andy Price. Mike?
No way. This is horrible. This is absolutely terrible.
I think Big Rob has to agree too.
I'm so sorry.
I don't.
No. And look, I'm not one of those Star Wars fans that hate Star Trek. I really like Star Trek. My wife likes Star Trek. It's definitely secondary for me, but man, this is no good. This is I guess it's supposed to have like a funny vibe to it, but and it does, obviously, and there were episodes like this in the show, but yikes, this is really bad art. It's not a great layout. It's a lot of clutter for no reason. It's really not all that amusing at the end of the day. It certainly doesn't deserve to be an incentive. This really shouldn't even be a cover, let alone an incentive cover. This is rough. This is rough sauce right here. This is hard to look. This is hard to see. Hard to unsee.
All right, Big Rob. And Steve wants to know if you're buying it.
All right, let's go 180. I love it. I love it. Putting on it's a hilarious cover. I watch TNG every night, literally. I don't watch the new shit. I literally just go watch TNG every night. So to me, this speaks to my heart. I understand the dynamic of the dad and the son, Worf and his boy. It's kind of a theme in the show. And it's hilarious. A piece of paper with a report card on it. I guess it's like a picture frame broken.
Yes.
That's what it looks like. And there's another picture frame behind that.
Uh-huh.
The trade dress, makes it a lot. But it's only a 1 in 10. You're going to pay probably $8-7 for this. For a Star Trek fan, this is an easy buy. You're going to tuck it away and disappear and just become a fucking ghost. You're never going to see it again. So, the Sons of Star Trek, though, I haven't read. I didn't even know this was a book. So, but I actually like the idea. I understand it's very generic art, but Star Trek with the art right now is very generic. I'm very unhappy with the art, especially with this whole new run of this. They got like 5 or 6, maybe like 4 or 5 different lines going at the same time, and I'm not happy with the art. I prefer the art that was like from 4 or 5 years ago, but still, it's a funny ass cover, so I dig it.
All right, what about you, Jeff?
It actually pains me because like I'm a Star Trek fan. I'm a pretty big Star Trek fan. I've seen every episode of every Star Trek series ever, multiple times. So like I agree with Big Rob. TNG is probably my favorite. I love Worf. This is the son of Worf. I forgot his damn name. But he's got the bakla or whatever the hell that weapon is. That's kind of cool. There's his dagger up there.
That's a sweet, I think.
Yeah, I know. I know it, but it sounds like it.
I want some bakla.
I want some bakla too. I even feel like that picture is like not the frame in front, but the frame with the female. I almost want to say it's like a Easter egg to like Deanna Troi. Because if you watch, you know. But the art is honestly, it's not good. It just isn't. It's. I wish like his head looks all wrong. His face looks a little wrong. So yeah, it's no bueno. The hands are terrible. Yeah, I'm out on this one.
Guys, you guys are rough.
I'm sorry. I've seen better Worf covers.
You guys
so
endless one. Jeez.
Yeah, I can hear him growling at me too.
I like Derek's comment. I'll just put it here. I mean, just because it's like, who would take a photo of this and then frame it? Like, what the hell?
The mom.
It doesn't make sense. It doesn't.
Yeah, it's not. It's like I said. I think Mike is right. I don't even know if this even deserves to be a cover. Honestly.
Oh my god! I didn't even have paper.
Yeah, he should have like a pad that has the report card on it.
Yeah, it makes no sense for this paper. Yeah, that part makes no sense.
Okay. All right, let's move on to the next one. We have X-Men number 34, 1 in 50 by the team of Greg and Tim Hendelbrand. And we'll start off with you, Jeff. I know Big Rob like probably has this as a card, but let's Jeff, go ahead, take it away.
So is this really a card?
Yeah. Masterpiece.
Damn, those are some super long legs.
Buns.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it gives a whole new meaning to that song, Legs. She got legs.
She got legs.
It's like 4 feet of legs, yeah.
Yes, it's tall. It's longer than her whole body. So, or the rest of her body. And it kind of looks more like a rogue /
Well, that's just the time period, right? 95, 94?
It's got to be a later version. I don't think it's from the first series or the second.
No, it's like 94, 95. I know that for sure.
Yeah.
But it's definitely not the... No, the earliest one was a lot more cartoony. This is a lot more realistic.
Yeah, this is... like I said, I would never have known it was Shadowcat until... except for the fact that she's walking through the wall. That's literally the only reason why I would know it's Shadowcat. Because the rest of it doesn't look like Shadowcat's uniform or costume. It doesn't look like her hair. She's got red hair here. She has black hair in the comics. Like, I'm so confused here. I mean, besides that, the rest of the art's pretty good. The art's pretty well. Like I said, the legs are off. And yes, she looks very robotic. It looks very, like, stiff. And so, yeah, I wouldn't pick this up. I mean, it's not bad cover. It's not for me. I'm too nitpicky on this one.
Gotcha. And just really quickly, happy belated birthday, Inja.
Yes, happy belated.
Happy birthday.
I'm so sorry I missed it.
Happy birthday.
All right, Mike, what are your thoughts?
So I think, okay, I like Rob, collected these, loved them, went crazy to get them. They work great as cards. They don't all work great as covers. Yes. And I think that's the problem that a lot of people are having with some of these right now. And I'll say I'm a pretty big fan of, I don't know, 90% of these covers or of these cards making it to covers. They work. There's something weird about this one that doesn't feel like it deserves to be a cover. And I'm not sure if I have any of the same problems that Jeff did or any of the people in the chat had. I don't know that I care about the elongated legs. We like a lot of artists that exaggerate features especially on women pretty often. So I don't know that I have a problem with all that. And it definitely has the 90s nostalgia to it that I love, obviously. But I don't know. This one just doesn't do it for me. And even if it did, I prefer it with all of the cards,
the border with the whole border, everything, right?
Because that gives me the whole nostalgic, thing rather than sort of virginizing it, which doesn't quite work as well for some reason. So I'm with Jeff as in that this is a no for me. But even if it were a yes, I wouldn't be buying the incentive one. I'd be buying the regular one.
Yeah, it just doesn't make any sense to virginize it when it's so minimal. The border and the name of the character, like it's so minimal,
and that all adds to it, doesn't take away from it. I get when trade dress and things take away from the overall vision, but this time it's the other way around.
Okay, Rob.
All right, so I just did a little bit of 5-minute research on this. The Marvel editors are incompetent 100%.
Okay,
totally wrong. Can I show you something real quick? I'm gonna show you.
You may.
Big Rob's doing some work today. He's putting in work.
So the card, the trade dress version, they're referencing a totally different era, different year with a little line on like on the top, the bottom, and the left and the right. That's a whole different year. This is actually the card, 1994 Fleer Marvel Masterpiece. It's supposed to have like the little trade dress name on the bottom, the little gold icon on the top. That's the way it's supposed to be. What they're showing as the cover for the traders version of that book, it's a totally different year. So in that part, the research department at Marvel didn't bother to Google this fucking original image. So that go work on them. So that's actually the actual art itself. It's classic iconic art, 94 masterpiece. So I dig it. I love it. I can't help myself, but it's an easy buy. But yeah. You love it, buy it. If you don't like it, don't buy it.
There you go. All right. Thanks, Big Rob. All right, moving on to the next one. We have Get Fury, not to be mistaken with Get Furry. And it's a 1 in 25.
That's a whole other genre.
Rose Antonio.
What did you say?
I said it's Get Fury, not Get Furry.
Oh, I thought you said Get Shorty, like the John Travolta film.
All right, Mike.
There are better covers for this that are just regular covers. So this it's not bad, but it's boring. I mean, it's sort of like what we talked about DC doing for so long, where they chose the wrong cover as the incentive. I forget which one I really liked. There was I don't know, it was either the A or the B cover. I could probably find it if I had.
Probably the B cover.
Yeah.
Is it on Cover Fire, sir?
No, I didn't choose any of these for Cover Fire. It's the B cover. It's the Juan Ferreira cover.
It looks like a Vietnam cover.
Yeah. That's the one. That's the one that I think is way better than this, and that should have been the incentive rather than this one. So, whenever that happens, I'm out on the incentive. Again, I don't think this is terrible. It just kind of looks like splash art. It doesn't really even look like, or just panel art. It doesn't look like it should be an incentive.
I agree. Awesome.
Or even really a cover for that matter. So, no, big old no on this one.
All right, Rob.
Yeah, cover 8 is actually a Spider-Man 129 homage too. So, yeah, that B cover is badass. That's straight Apocalypse Now, Platoon. Yeah, all that vibe. This is, I guess I'll be the harsh one on this. This is complete trash, in my opinion. This is typically what people put on cover 8s.
Not even cover A, like a B or C.
Well, for Marvel, I'm saying they'll put the shitty cover on cover 8, but this is easy skip. It's $22.50 on Midtown. That's overpriced. This is easily $1 book within a couple of years because it's honestly Nick Fury's never sold books. It's a fact. So if you pay more than $10 for this book, you guys suckered in.
Not even the originals. Only the Sterenkos have any value at all.
Yeah, because it's Sterenko.
Yeah, it's not because it's Nick Fury, just because it's Sterenko.
Oh, and its first appearance is old as shit. So it's so that's the one for sure. But yeah, the art itself, it's super generic, super Marvel panel, and the trade dress is very unoriginal Marvel. Congratulations.
All right, Jeff.
I echo kind of what Big Rob says. This is actually a terrible cover. Nick Fury looks like crap. He looks like a decrepit Ronald Reagan. I hate the trade dress. I get what they're doing with the font, because that's the font of like the printouts in war, like all the messages and stuff. Like, I understand that. But I mean, those are weak bullet holes and stuff going through Fury. It just looks like someone took a hole puncher, and just started doing that. That's just terrible. So yeah, it doesn't look like an incentive cover. It should not be an incentive cover. So yeah, I would pass.
Okay. All right. Thank you, gentlemen.
Might be a good read, but cover sucks.
No. All right. Moving on to Vampirella Dracula Rage number 6, 1 in 15 by Selena. All right, Jeff.
Ooh. I would say this is not my favorite Selena. I don't know what it is that I don't necessarily like about it. Maybe it's the background character just kind of looks meh. I think it's just the background. It's just the plain old Sears catalog gray blah background. And I don't necessarily feel like her left arm looks off. So I'm actually gonna pass. I like some of the details on the body, but like the outstretched leg and like the muscles and the what do you call it? The ligaments that you can see and stuff like that. Like, that's kind of cool, but I don't know if I like this Selena cover that much. So I mean, it's okay, but I'm being harsh because it's Selena. I'm being nitpicky. So it's better than most of the covers we've seen already, but again, I'm gonna nitpick on Selena stuff. So
all right, hey, Jeff. Again, you're slipping with your details here. I want to know where the heel's going.
yeah, like I said, there are certain things that I didn't want to mention. I try to avoid that. That's why I focused on the left arm.
Got it.
Because I don't know where the heel's going. The shoe's fine. Heel's not okay.
All right, Mike, what do we got?
I'm still contemplating this, and I have been since the regular version got shown, whether I like it or whether I don't. I think her little growl, her smile growl, is a little off-putting to me. I'm not really sure why that is. You know me. I mean, if Selena has a super fan, it's me. Since day one, since day zero, -1, to be honest. Before she was still drawing animals. I was following her, and I love her art. I really do. I own 2 originals. She's like, to me, it doesn't really get any better than her. But this is not her best piece, and I think it's not because anything is bad on it anywhere. I think there's just maybe a little bit too much spatial confusion going on in it. I think we're used to seeing a little less action and a little bit more, as Laura would call it, evergreen covers from her. So this is kind of it's nice that she's branching out into a slightly more action-packed kind of a thing, but yet I don't know what it is about it that just isn't her best to me on this. It doesn't feel rushed or anything. Anatomically, it's beautiful. Skin tones are amazing. Shadows and light are great. Again, like Jeff said, ligaments and things, especially what happens there in your groin when you stretch a leg out is, yes. I mean, that's really, really hard to capture. So there's obviously nothing wrong at all with her anatomical execution here, but I think maybe it's the Dracula character that I don't like. And I just don't really like the way he's being depicted in this whole series. It has nothing to do with Selena. It just has to do with, it just looks that part looks too modern to me or something. It's just not what I picture when I picture Dracula. So I don't know, not her best piece, certainly. But there's nothing bad about it. It still blows away 99% of the covers this week.
Okay. All right, Rob.
First bullet point. This cover came out last week.
What?
Yeah, but this is the premium version, though, I think.
Oh, so that comes out this week.
Yeah, I think so. Dynamite usually does them a week apart.
No, it came out last week.
Did it? Oh, then I'm wrong too.
No, I'm just saying it came out last week. Yeah. So
keep in mind, everybody, this is.
Go ahead.
This is what?
This is pastel on paper. Just keep that in mind, everybody.
Yes.
There's nothing digital here.
Yeah, Selena. Criticizing Selena is a tough walk to take because it's kind of hard to criticize her art. It's art always pretty good. Yeah, she is definitely criminal for these backgrounds. I don't know whose idea is this, is it her idea or the actual person who commissions her to do this art?
I mean, I don't necessarily blame her for that, though, necessarily, just because how much detail she puts into the characters and the painting. But I get it.
As a consumer who's actually going to spend money to buy this, I wouldn't buy it. I'm like, there's a million Vampirella covers from Selena. In my opinion, this is her first L. I wouldn't even look at this. It's just, this is pretty, in my opinion, for her, this is pretty bad. I don't know, the anatomy of it's a little off-putting to me. I'm not sure it makes sense. I don't like the style, the way she drew her face, because Vampirella is this very generic not generic character, but very the face could change from artist to artist. There's no real defined facial look for Vampirella. People change it from time to time, and I don't like this version of Vampirella, at least face-wise. And the guy in the background is just corny as hell. I don't like it at all. He could take a hike.
He looks like he's doing the Neo.
Yeah, I get the idea and the action. And I'm pretty this is the way her style of art and her materials. I'm pretty sure are
what up, guy?
It's next level shit that a lot of people can't do. But yeah, for me, in my opinion, this is their first L. I wouldn't even buy it.
Okay. All right, gentlemen. Thank you very much. Looks like we are done with the incentives for this.
That was it.
That's it. It's a light week, and again, there's ton of free comic book day books that
we still managed to take 48 minutes to do that, though.
We're on the time. The train's happening at the right time. Yeah, we're good.
We're good. All right, moving on to these store exclusives. Here we go. We got first up is Gun Honey, and this is from Fury Comics by Joanna Tan, LE of 300 with a cost of $45. Mike, are you buying?
No, but also my computer's doing something really strange right now. I don't know what it's doing, but
sure, it's a computer.
Yeah. That's why she's that thick, sir. That's why.
I just need a second, guys. I'll be right back.
Where's the Kleenex?
Hold on. Oh, wait, where'd you go, Mike?
No,
where's the lotion?
But for real, Jesus. But for real, something is actually happening to my computer. It's like blurred the whole screen out, and it's like bright red or something. I may have to reboot. But I did get a glimpse at the cover before this all happened. This is a no. The style is not for me, as I think most of you probably know. But yeah, it's not for me. But I can see why people will want it.
I wanted it. I bought it. Just.
I bet you did.
It's a Alonso special. Yeah.
Is it
right,
both covers
Rob.
for 45?
Go ahead, Rob.
How many sets?
Okay, I'm lying.
I thought I'm like one. You okay?
I bought it.
I know you for a little bit now, so I know.
He's gonna go reset.
Yeah. So this is the modern aesthetic for beauty for women in the modern world, right? It's not the old days where it's like thin rail, or it's not Kate Moss days. This is modern woman. So it is what it is. It's beauty. It's beautiful, but it almost looks like a damn sticker, to be honest. When I see stickers like this all the time.
Yeah.
Why is the Holy Grail next to her on one of the covers? I don't know. It looks like the Holy Grail.
It's not there. When I couldn't get a clean picture of it, so this is what I had to get. But it's from Fury Comics, so it's their brand.
That's their logo. Okay, got it.
And I'm pretty sure he ripped off this from a live model. I'm pretty sure this is a live model.
You think?
Yeah.
And it's a she.
Yeah.
Not a he.
Who says he?
You did.
Oh, the artist is a she.
It's she, yes.
Yeah. Oh, well, she, he. Well, hey, man.
Okay. I'm assuming. Sorry.
Yeah.
I don't want to. In this day and age, I might get canceled for saying that.
Yeah. Watch me out. But the art is beautiful, of course. It's sex. It sells. But it's just the problem with these covers is that there are a ton of them. So many of them every week. So they lose the specialty of them. $45. Alonzo got them. I know that. But it's like limited is not bad, but I don't know much about this. Gun Honey, I guess so. I know Steve loves Gun Honey.
Thanks, Guy.
Yeah, the art's solid.
Yes, Guy. That's what I say.
Yeah, it's a cool cover, but I like it. I would like a sticker of it. I'll say that.
All right, so really quickly, hey Mike, you said Inkpot. Is this the person? It's not Joanna Tan.
Inkpot. What?
Yeah, I have no idea. So if you can let us know, Mike, that'd be great. All right, go ahead, Jeff.
An artist, right?
Yeah. So for me, this is my standard of beauty. I love big hips, thick thighs. She definitely looks like she had a BBL.
Lots of rice. And
the one thing I really like about what she drew here, or what Joanna drew here, is that the body is thick, right? It matches her face. Her face is not some godly, like skinny, gauntly face. Like she got thick cheeks, she's got thick lips, like that. It really fits. So I like it, but I'm just not a guy who buys these kind of covers. I'm not Alonzo.
She's not on Ozempic.
So just as an FYI, it isn't Joanna Tan. Mike Syke is 100% correct. It is Inkpot.
Okay, so it is maybe a he.
Yeah, so it's Inkpot. So it's probably a he.
It would make more sense that he drew it than a she. That's all.
This is a guy's perspective, 100%.
Absolutely. I mean, look, I probably work with someone who looks like this.
Oh, damn. You dog.
So, but yeah, I mean, I won't say anymore. I'm not trying to get fired.
Somebody, yeah.
All right. So yeah, I bought it. All right, moving on.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you don't need to comment on it anymore, sir.
I don't think this is Transformers number 8. It's definitely. I'm sorry.
Oh my God, Alonzo strikes again.
It's been rough.
Alonzo sabotaged himself. I thought he was just doing it to us.
It's been rough.
It's actually a new Zenoscope book.
Okay?
The new Zenoscope book called Transforms.
I'm sorry.
It's the Baroness cosplay.
You can find this book here at KRS, Mutant Beaver, Eastside Comics, the Comic Bit, and the Comic Corner. It's by Lyrics Lee, an LE of 750, and it's going to set you back $20. I do apologize in advance for this and anything else that's a little wonky on the deck. Big Rob.
Sir, you got the limitation wrong too.
Oh, damn it.
And the price. No way it's $20.
Damn it.
There's no way that this is $20.
Oh my God. All right. Enough. What do you think? Are you buying it?
I'll start it. So all I want to say to Alonzo, I hope you put on because we didn't really talk about the deck too much today, but I know you brought it up earlier. But I hope you put that Zartan on here. That's a way better cover than this. The one I brought in earlier in the day. That
We'll see, sir.
We'll see.
Okay.
Just be patient.
So Transformers
He was gonna stop the whole show if you didn't put it on there.
So Transformer 8. Baroness is a cool character, one of the coolest characters on G.I. Joe.
Yep.
But I've seen a billion gajillion covers of this, and this particular style too. It's a nice cover and everything, but it's not worth spending my $20 on it because I could probably find another version of this for like,
well, maybe that's why they priced it lower than they usually do.
And we're assuming it's $20. I don't know. We'll figure that out. But
yeah, I'll take it. I'll take a look.
Because it's the five horsemen of the apocalypse are not known for giving out bargains on comic books. So
unless it's November and they do the warehouse finds.
I know. So it's G.I. Joe 307, not Transformers number 8. It is LE of 750, and it's $20. It is $20.
Oh wow.
Okay, so maybe it's one book. It's cool. It's Baroness, ex-Baroness, but just like I said, there's so many of this. It's tough to really kind of put $20 or plus shipping and taxes into it. You could just buy something a lot cheaper for the same style. But it's a cute anime style Baroness. That's about it.
All right, Jeff.
I like it a little bit more than Big Rob does, which I'm surprised. But I understand why he is a little more tempered on it, because, like he said, there's literally so many different covers of the Baroness with her finger over her mouth, kind of in the same pose. Yeah, I get what he's saying, but I do feel like the art is well done. I don't think there's any major issues with the anatomy or the proportions. Yeah. I kind of dig it a lot more than Big Rob does. I think it'd be worth it if you don't have all the other cool Baroness covers. So especially for the price from these guys. But again, I wouldn't believe the limitation edition. Because I guarantee these guys are going to be selling this book at every con that they go to this year.
Maybe $750 a piece.
Maybe.
Wow, look at that! It's sold out at KRS already.
So maybe not. Maybe it's $150 a piece.
What does that mean? Really?
No,
really?
No. But really, it's probably, like I said, they probably set aside a certain amount to always bring to all the cons that they attend.
Of course.
Yeah, they have to.
San Diego. I'll buy it.
I like it. I actually do like it. I just, again, I'm not a person that's going to buy this. But yeah.
Okay. What about you, Mike?
Mike, you muted.
Muted, Mike.
So I'm with Jeff on this, and the problem I think really is that this whole demure pose thing doesn't read as Baroness to me. I want more of a badass.
Yeah,
fuck you up kind of a cover, or something
that snaky shit.
Something snaky, right? Exactly. And this doesn't read as that. This just reads as a shitty Zenescope cosplay ripoff of it instead, and that's what I don't like about it. But if you like those kinds of covers, then this might be perfect if it's a mashup. I mean, like Rob and I were suckers for those Ahsoka ones that came out from, what was that? Mad Love?
Oh God.
Whatever it was. But still, just like,
sketchbook,
I still regret not getting that.
because it was like it was a silly crossover that worked really well for me. And so if that crossover works well for you, like stupid sexy cover of.
Well, that was the first one for her on that.
It was.
That's why. Yes.
Whereas it's been done a billion times for Baroness and other characters like her. So for that reason, it's a hard pass for me, or in this case, a soft pass.
Soft. Nice.
No. It's definitely hard.
I see what you did there. I like it. What about you, Rob?
Alonso, did you grab this?
No, I did not.
I already went.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
All right.
First one.
Hey, Rob, just as an aside, Rob, I'm surprised that you missed out on adding in the Maria Wolf incentive this week for, what was it?
I I didn't have a chance. I counted on my champion Alonzo, but I guess
Mezzo Trial of Rodin cover D incentive.
Really, I didn't even see it on Midtown.
Yep, it's on there. I'm sure we'll have time to look at it.
Wait, but we'll discuss it at the end. So let's move on real quickly. Okay. We have this one by this is Archie.
Oh, I was
like
Mike is pulling out his computer right now.
Ryan Champol, LE of 50 for $70. Mike, what's going on?
Gosh, definitely not for $70. No fucking way.
No, that's the metal. That's the metal.
It's the metal. It's the set with the metal.
But is that his name for real? Ryan Jampol?
Jampol. Jampoli.
I'm hoping it's Jampoli at least.
Jampoli.
So obviously nails the Pulp Fiction poster really, really nicely, and so Jampoli's style does nail the Archie style. We had a problem with this last week, I think, where whatever book we were looking at just didn't read as an Archie book. This does read as an Archie book. And it does feel like the right kind of art. If you choose the wrong artists for these books, they just don't look like Archie books. But this one does. There's some weird stuff, like the hairdryer's perspective is kind of wrong, and a few other nitpicks that I have. But at its very core, Archie is always very comic-y, very like Sunday color comics kind of a thing. So there's going to be stuff like that in these, but I think unlike the earlier crime suspense stories homage that we didn't like, or that I didn't like, this one does in fact nail the poster pretty well. I don't know if there's mistakes. We don't have the poster up to look at closely, but this one reads both as an Archie book as well as a Pulp Fiction homage, and it's done very nicely. It's certainly not worth $70. I assume that the regular one
is probably
like 25-ish, something like that.
Like 15
or 20,
yeah, maybe 15 for the trade dress one, or 40 for the set or something like that. It's a little bit more reasonable. This will still probably be a pass for me. I prefer more classic Archie stuff than I do sort of modernized Archie stuff. But so as a result, that's just not where my money will go. But I do like this, and I could see this selling out, especially if the limitation is only 50 copies.
And just so you know, it is sold out.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense.
Well,
Right,
the metal or the regular one?
The metal set is sold out, right?
The set sold out.
Well, the regular one's still there.
Can someone check? Yeah,
I'm checking right now. I believe it's sold out because they sell. So what they do at Stadium Comics is they have an allotment, and they'll do like 50, and then if all of those 50 sell, they'll do another copy of it. So it's kind of like almost like a made to order type thing, but it's called like a second edition. So the first editions, the first 50 or whatever however many they had, or I think it was 75, all sold out. So they have another edition.
It is sold out. Yeah.
Wow.
It was there this weekend. I was this close. I was thinking about it.
Yep. All right. So what do you think, Big Robbie?
I love the cover. It's Pulp Fiction. It's one of my favorite movies of all time. It's a great homage. This actual poster has been homaged several times. What turns me off is, well, I guess what turns me off is there's a metal cover. It doesn't. If I get the regular, it's the collectability of the regular cover is really diminished because of the metal cover. And I know why they do the metal cover, because it's a money grab. They don't want $20. They want $70, and people see the limitation and they jump at it. So,
well, I mean, for the $70, you get the metal. So,
yeah, but the metal is I get it. It's just, to me, it's nothing. Doesn't really. I just want the art itself. I didn't really care if it's metal or not. So I could have got it. I didn't. I was thinking about getting this and the Creature of the Black Lagoon Archie last weekend, but I didn't. It turns me off with the metal covers.
Yeah, like I remember the Dave Dorman, what was that? The wrestler that got a book and had that awesome Spy Who Loved Me homage.
With Ric Flair.
Yeah, the Ric Flair one. And I was pissed that it had to be metal. Like the Virgin one was a metal. I bought it, but I was mad that it ended up being metal. I just wanted it to be. So I bought the one from the website that was the paper, black and white, because I just wanted the art not shiny, essentially. So yeah, I really don't go in for the metal thing either.
Okay. All right, Jeff.
So, what I really like about the homage, like Mike said, I mean, we all are over a lot of different homages and stuff like that. But this homage, like, it fits in the sense of, like, I love the comedy in the homage as well, and all the little Easter eggs. Just all the names on the side, and Pool Noodle, like, that's just hilarious. I love the 10-cent, going back to the old Archies of the Golden Age. That's cool. I really dig the bottom where, you know, like, you would have the print on the poster and it says it's this movie by this studio and written and all this other stuff. Like, that all fits perfectly. And I especially like the rated R for Riverdale. That's funny. That's dope. For me, though, I don't know if I necessarily agree with Mike in the sense that it nails the Archie art. It's close, but definitely a modern spin on it. I think that's what Mike probably said.
Yeah.
But yeah, so the modern spin, I agree with Mike. I'm not a huge fan of the Archie modern spins on them. I want it to be like the original Archie art. So I would pass on this. But I mean, I wouldn't be mad if I picked this up for like $10-15. Honestly.
Okay.
Wouldn't be mad at all.
All right. Moving on. We have Avengers Annual number 10 facsimile. First appearance of Rogue, as everybody knows. This one's by Nathan Zerdy. You can find it at Unknown Antihero 616 LE of Who Knows. Cost of $30. Rob?
That's my first time seeing this art.
Give your honest first opinion.
It looks good. Nothing. It's not bad. It's not for everybody because not everybody likes really over digital art. But I like the trade dress version more. It's obvious. This is the facsimile for the annual, right? Which is crazy they're doing exclusive for that.
It is Rogue.
It's good. I'm like some of the cards I just picked up. They do the same thing. They're doing first appearances with new original art on with the trade dress and all the same concept, but on the card. So I like them, and I like this one as well. I like the trade dress more. The Virgin is cool. It's the art, but I appreciate the since this is a facsimile, the nostalgia of it with the trade dress.
Like this cover. Come here.
Yeah, the hair looks pretty realistic though. That hair looks really realistic.
You don't like it?
Oh, I like the hair.
Okay.
The only thing I like from it is the hair.
That's the only
Nailed it.
Oh, there you go.
And what else do I like?
Yeah. So, do I get to go or is it?
Yeah, go for it.
Oh, okay. So my first impression of it is that I like it, but I think my second impression is that I like it because I like the hair so much, and I kind of wish that the rest of it were done as well as that. If it had been, I think this might have been one of Zerdy's best pieces ever, and maybe back to why I liked him sort of at the beginning. I agree with Rob. I like the trade dress one better of the two, but this is surprisingly better than I want it to be. I'm sort of off the Zerdy train, and now this makes me go, oh, well, he can still do some cool things. So I like the face, actually, I do. But man, the shiny bodysuit thing, like I'm over that part of his art, and I wish that there was a little bit more grit in the rest of it, like the hair has.
You don't like rubber outfits?
Yeah, it's just I'm sick of it. I really am sick of it. In real life as well. I mean, you know.
he has his rubber. He's got his
my rubber
black
just doesn't fit me like it used to. Okay.
It chafes. It chafes.
What is it with modern artists?
Seals in the flavor.
Everything has to be shiny.
Yeah, everything has to be shiny. I was like, she's not wearing rubber. She's wearing like cloth, probably.
I have a really disgusting as well as hilarious story about me working in prop restoration for a little while and getting a Kate Beckinsale underworld suit to work on. We'll talk about it off the air.
Okay.
Oh,
I can't wait to hear.
There you go. See, even
Beckinsale
Doreen's
is-
like, you need to powder down first.
You need to powder her down first. Yes.
Yep.
She's too shiny.
Johnson and
All right,
Johnson.
Jeff, do you have anything else to add?
You know, there's an adult rogue. There's an ex-baby rogue. This is like ex-teen rogue. Like it's a little younger than I would like, but I don't think there's anything wrong with art itself, and so I actually agree with them. I like the rogue's hair. The whole head up is great. I dig the old school headband and everything. I'm actually not mad necessarily at anything other than just the shininess of the damn outfit. Yeah, I think maybe her head is, it might be the hair. I was thinking the head might be slightly bigger than it should be, but I can live with it. Definitely one of Zerdy's better ones lately. I'm tired of the Power Girl, the Harley Quinns, the versions. Like there's 50 versions of them by him. So definitely nice to see him do a different character and a Marvel character on top of that.
Okay. All right.
And $30 is not bad.
Yeah, true. All right. How about this one? And Terry, this one's for you. We have the David Nakayama version of it at Unknown Antihero and 616. And again, this one is $30. Jeff, are you buying this one? You like
No.
this one over the Zerdy?
No, I actually like the Zerdy one better. She looks like a Jokerized face. Like it's getting there. The perception of her legs are off. I mean, that's one hell of a gap in her thighs. Yeah.
Go on.
I don't want to go on. There are kids in the room.
Go in.
Well, that's what he was hoping for. He wants us to go in. The one thing I do enjoy is actually the background of the one on the left. Like it's got the original cover and she's bursting through the cover of the book. That's cool. Cool concept. I mean, it's not a new concept, but the problem is I don't like how she looks necessarily, like her arms, her legs. It's just kind of off for me. So yeah, I would actually pass on this. It's not terrible, but her smile looks Jokerized. So I think I'm out. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Bless you, Big Rob. So, Big Rob, what are your thoughts on this one?
I actually like it. Me personally, I like it more than the Zerdy.
Really?
Yeah, I like it more. I've not been on the David Nakayama train for a very long time.
But it looks like a sticker.
Oh, hey man, why would you like, bruh?
Yeah, you're right. I'm not trying to yuck your yum.
So I dig it. I prefer it. It's just I like it's the facsimile. So I think it's a very cool idea of her busting through the facsimile.
Yeah. The left one, yeah. The left one is way better than the right one, that's for sure.
Oh, the white one, I don't like it at all because the background just kills it for me. That's a cool sticker. I would love to have a sticker of that. But yeah, the cover itself, I love the youthful expression of her face, the happiness. The hair is not as good as the Zerdy. The Zerdy hair is magnificent. That's great. But the rest of it, I love the action momentum, the action pose that he chose. So the whole compositions, I think it feels better. The art is more masterful on the Zerdy, but the whole composition of this particular art, it just feels more feng shui.
All right, Mike.
This is fun. I actually really like this, believe it or not. And I don't really even care about some of the missteps with the thigh gap and the whole weirdness of the legs and stuff. It's just, it sort of has, well, there's a few things, right? So you have her first appearance cover sort of blurred out in the background, which I like. It's a nice touch to have that, and I think it needs to have that. That's a really cool piece of the overall concept. And with it not there, it feels like there's a really bad Rogue incentive from the 90s that I can't remember who it's by, but it has an all-white background like this, and it's really hard to find, but it's worthless because it just doesn't do anything. Whereas the one with her annual appearance in it is a really cool concept, and I think the art itself is also fun and dynamic and comic booky, for lack of a better way of putting it.
Okay.
And I'm with Rob. I have not really been on the Nakayama train lately. And, we all started off really, really adoring all of his stuff. And for good reason. I mean, some of my favorite covers over the last 10 years are his. But they haven't been lately. I think he overworked himself a little bit. He tried to fall into like this negative space thing for too long. And that might have even been partially our fault for suggesting that he do that. And then he did too much of it. But kind of going back to this stuff is a little bit more what I want from him, a little bit more fun, a little bit more lighthearted. And while I won't be buying it, if someone handed me that one with the Avengers cover in the back, I'd probably keep it.
Hell yeah.
So rather than sell it, I mean.
Can you buy the Avengers cover by itself?
Yeah. You can buy one. You can buy one of the covers.
I assume so.
Oh, okay, that's cool. Well, like the concept of the original annual first appearance is dope. That she's coming through the page and she's now on the cover because she's not on the cover on the original book, and that was always one of the major missteps and complaints about that book. So the fact that he did it this way with that concept is really good. That's why I really like the one on the left a lot more. I still have a problem with her surprise face. That's all.
That one variant cover you're talking about there, Mike, with the white background, that Rogue, I think that's the first Marvel variant ever.
That's her first
Is
Marvel
it really?
variant?
Yeah, the one with the Rose on the cover is an Uncanny X-Men from the late 90s.
Yep, that's the one I'm talking about.
Yeah, there's her and somebody else, but mostly her in the front. And full. Yeah, that's the first variant ever.
Wow.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
I have it. I hate it. I think it's ugly as sin, but I have one.
Yeah, it's hard to get it.
That's good for comic book history, though.
Ooh, okay.
I don't think it's that cheap, though. I think it's a little more expensive. But
It might be now. When I bought it, it wasn't. I think I got it out of like a $5 bin. But.
Oh, I guarantee it's worth a lot more than $5.
Okay. All right. Moving on to this one here. We have Scarlett #1. You can find this as Unknown Antihero 616, Elliot 500, cost of $40, and it's by Marco Turini. Mike?
The face looks too much like Charo to me.
Charo.
Cha-cha-cha! Gucci.
You're old.
However,
Charo.
I do like her penis.
Oh my
Is that a penis?
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Oh, she does
Dale
have a
is
penis.
right, sir. What are you saying?
She's a man, baby. Yeah.
She's a man.
It could just be a big tampon. You never know, man.
Dude looks like a lady.
Oh, look at that. Even Apollo's like, yes, the bulge is back, baby.
I can't unsee that. I mean, it's too bad because the art's actually really good on it. I mean,
my God.
I don't even know who this artist is, but he's
just
talented,
ruined it.
clearly. But there's too many things. But I can't unsee Charo with a
God,
She has a banana.
Ooh, that's not. Is that a crossbow in your pocket, or are you just happy to see it?
No, the crossbow's right here on my arm. Can't you see it?
And Scarlett was literally my favorite Joe to play with.
Yes.
This.
She's why I have a crush on redheads.
I mean, I don't know why I specifically. I always thought it was hysterical that they never gave us an RC Transformer, and because boys won't play with a girl. No, that clearly not true. We did, and we all played with Princess Leia, and we all played with Scarlett, and we all played with Lady J and Baroness, and plenty of female characters. Why they never gave us an RC really bothers me. So I really want to like this because I love the character, but I really don't because of those things.
Because of the bulge.
Yeah, because of those things they pointed out at me.
And it's not the crossbow.
Crotch bow.
It's a crotch.
The crotch bow.
Yeah.
So what are your thoughts, Big Rob? Do you like the banana?
Oh, not anymore. After Mike just destroyed this cover.
Yeah, he did. He kind of did. I actually was liking it until he pointed that out.
I completely missed this. I didn't even know it existed until you showed it to me. I was like, oh, I actually like this cover, but now it's like she's wearing Depends.
Oh shit!
Sorry.
You can't unsee that.
She's wearing a cup.
It's that time of the month, so it's a thick winged padding. Okay.
Yeah, my only criticism for me was really it's like a porn star playing cosplay, Scarlett. It's a G.I. Joe parody porn. But
I wouldn't mind.
The hot 10 bulges. 500 though, pretty limited. That's a nice number. 40. So what's is just a color variant? That's
what it looks like.
Yeah.
It's not foil, not glow in the dark, no gimmick to this.
And it's just the background. It's not even like the character itself.
It's a moon night. You want to take a walk with Scarlett with a bow, and Depends on.
You want to dance with the devil in the pale moonlight?
Yeah, but okay, just remove all the things that Mike pointed out. The art itself is solid. Nothing wrong with the art. It's really very realistic. It definitely looks like a real person, somebody you would meet in the real world. It's very sexy, all that. It's the actual line work is great. The artistry of the hair with the flowing through the wind, that's perfect. That's beautifully done. That can't be easy to do. I don't understand the outline of the orange though. That makes no sense. What's the point of that? I know she's a redhead. You have to draw the edges red too to point it out, but I don't get that. I prefer more the blue cover.
Yeah.
All right. What about you, Jeff?
This does look like someone famous was cosplaying as her, and it's someone I've actually met in real life. It looks like Angie Everhart, if you guys remember.
Yeah,
that is.
She's from the 90s too.
Was it Stallone's ex or something like that?
No, is it? No.
Brigitte Nielsen?
No,
that's Nielsen. No.
No.
I think so. No.
I forget who she dated, but yeah, I
Doreen
met
has
her.
a point. Doreen has a point.
What did she say?
She just could be. She might have missed her Brazilian appointment.
That's true.
That's a lot of hair.
Well, that's a tight-fitting rubber suit there, sir.
That's a fro.
This is the 70s, sir. Yeah, I mean, she looks beautiful. Mike ruined this for me, so I'm out.
You're welcome. I just saved you $40.
You definitely saved me $40, but I mean, hey, look, I deserve getting one ruined by Mike because I've ruined plenty for Mike.
You certainly have. You certainly have. You've also made me buy things that I wasn't going to buy before.
I'm so sorry.
You all have. All of you assholes have done that.
Yeah. Got it. Andy Everhart in real life is freaking gorgeous, dude. Regular clothes at Magic Mountain. Unreal.
Wait, you saw her at Magic Mountain?
Yeah, dude. I saw her at Magic Mountain with her nephews and nieces, and they were going the same roller coaster. I think it was the Viper.
Cool.
Yeah. Was it the window wiper? The window viper?
That's
right. I think I was
the Viper.
I'm sure I was like 21 when I met her.
Oh yeah, you were drooling for sure.
Oh yeah, I was definitely drooling. I couldn't stop looking at her.
Yeah.
Just couldn't.
All right, Rob. G.I. Joe, Mike Mayhew, MikeMayhew.com.
As
all right.
A aficionado. I typically shit on Mike Mayhew for these covers all the time. He does them a million times for different characters all the time. And I have some of them, so I'm partly to blame. But this is cool because he's his toy reference, right? It's the turning color in the sun shit. That I forgot what they call it, right? I don't know.
Camel. It's his camel.
Yeah, the camouflage thing that turns color and the gimmick the toy has.
Which was the dopest gimmick when we were kids.
Honestly, yeah.
Oh, it changes color? What?
It did the Hot Wheels thing. You put it in hot water, or you put it in cold water. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't remember ever seeing a cover with this gimmick on the cover. On that,
Really? There's none?
I don't think so.
Oh shit!
I can't remember one at all. So that right there is cool. Now, I'm glad somebody finally fucking did it. It might make you aesthetic, so it's not. It might be, but it makes sense. It's very plasticky, very action figure kind of aesthetic to it. It looks very fake, but it makes sense for this that you're thinking of a G.I. Joe action figure. So I think both covers are cool. I would prefer a Cobra symbol behind his head instead of the big old G.I. Joe trade dress, or the Dreadnought symbol, even better. That would be maybe on the Virgin. They should have done like a Dreadnought symbol behind him. So it's a very cool. I wish there would have been more of a jungle vibe behind him because usually
more swampy, more
yeah,
swamp.
He's a down south kind of guy. It's a Floridian probably. So yeah, it looks cool. I dig it. $50 though.
That is
expensive. He's price gouging people, but Mike could make you. Seems like he likes to do that to people.
Okay. But are you gonna buy it?
$50. I don't know, man. Limited to 500. If it sits there and it doesn't sell out, and it's the other 3 months from now, maybe.
Okay. How about you, Jeff?
He must have some kind of disease because that is one swollen right hand.
I know.
And his body type is like a He-Man figure.
Yes.
Yeah, like carved out of plastic.
Yeah, it is completely a He-Man figure for sure. He almost like was inspired by it.
It's called too much free time with your left hand there.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, I dig the fact, like, the one saving grace is what Big Rob said is I don't remember seeing a lot of covers with this form of Zartan, where he's in this camo mode from the action figure. I agree with that. I just feel like he's too He-Man, Skeletorish body. The freaking hands are just completely swollen, both of them, honestly. And I wish the background was a lot more clear. Like you could still have the fog in the background so it would match his like reason for being in camo. But like I want to see more of like the swamp in the background, moving some Magic Mountain.
Don't worry, if this sells well, he'll do 3 more sets of this, different types.
Yeah, he might do a bloody version. He might do the regular version without the camo. Yeah, I'm over it. I'm already seeing this going the wrong way. So yeah, $50 is way too much. I'm sorry. I'm out.
All right, Mike.
Missed opportunity on this cover was a sunlit light source coming into one portion of his body.
Yes,
where you could still
see half of it
in tone. Yep.
Oh,
I think that maybe that's what the other cover should have been, and I would have been all in.
Good call, Mike.
And or if you did some way of changing the color on the cover, lenticular or
even better.
Something. You know,
you're asking too much.
I know, but I think
not for $50.
No, I'm saying, but he's lazy.
Could have been a home run had it been executed that one of those ways. Not that I'm some brilliant.
Then it's $50.
No. Those ideas were brilliant. I feel like because Zartan is one of those guys where if there's sun on half his face, he'd be kind of cringing on that side of it where the sun is showing. Yeah. Like that would have been dope. I absolutely agree with that.
So, and I agree with all the things you said about sort of chiseled out of plastic kind of body. Makes it look too artificial to me. So it's a pass in this particular form, but it was close. Could have been great.
He has the He-Man boobs for sure.
Yeah. What's it from the Bronx Tale?
Put it back up, Alonzo.
Yeah, his pecs are like mad low to his fucking stomach. Dude. His pecs are
mini boobs.
The Bronx Tale quote it comes to mind is "There's nothing worse than wasted potential, wasted talent, wasted talent, wasted potential, wasted talent."
It's like Mike Mayhew. What did you pay attention when you were drawing this shit?
Those are 22-inch pythons right there.
Those fucking 44s on his chest too.
Yeah.
and D cups to go with it.
44 Ds. Yeah, I was going to say that.
Oh my
Jesus,
god.
man. The renders, like, double check your renders, bro.
God, and having those big ass hands, his junk must look real small.
Yeah, the more we look at
It
it,
looks
the
so
more
small in this hand.
kind of hard to overlook. It's just I can't believe he's the first one to think of doing this. I hope somebody else does it, and I know they can do it better.
He was close. He was getting there. He should have done more, but he wanted to do exactly what he does with all his other covers.
I know, same shit. That's the problem with my
Doreen.
Dory.
That's why I stopped buying this stuff.
Oh my goodness. And Jeff just spat out some stuff.
Yeah. Now I did a spit take. Thanks, Dorian.
Like under boob. All right, and I believe that is it. But before we go, Big Rob, where's that Maria Wolf?
I don't. Well, I couldn't find it, Mike.
So, it's called Mezzo Trial of Rodin. Roden, number 1.
Hold on, I'm looking for it. I'm looking for it.
Mezo.
I needed
Oh,
that.
I see it.
I needed that, Dorian.
Hold on.
I'm about to clean up here, but I needed that.
It must be a sport variant or something. Doesn't come up on Midtown.
Here it is.
Because it's sold out.
What's an incentive?
Yeah, and it's not showing up because you got to click the show sold out.
Oh,
Wow.
Yeah, I didn't see this. Yeah, that's so mezzo. I'm assuming that's Mayan art.
Yeah.
Really? I thought it would be Mesopotamian.
No.
Mesopotamian?
No.
Mesoamerican, as in like Mayan and Incan and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's Mayan. You could say Aztec too, but it's the same kind of Olmec, whatever.
Thanks, Bruce. You too.
Yeah, I completely missed this. I didn't see this. I like the color. The color is cool. I like the orange. That's a nice touch.
Design is okay.
Yeah. I don't know, but all the jungle vines hanging from the.
Alonso's not a history major or geography major.
Mesopotamia.
I just looked at the title. Tennis said Meso.
That's Mesopotamia, by the way, not Mezzo.
No, I know that.
Character screams Iraq all the way. It's Iraq. It's Kuwait all the way.
Yeah.
God.
I
call it Sumerian next.
Yeah, Sumerian. Yeah, it's Greek. He's Greek. My bad. So it's cool art. I like the coloring. It's a lot cleaner for Maria Wolf, to be honest. I just don't like the jungle vines hanging. It covers the face. I don't want to see his face. I don't like.
Well, it's like almost like blood sacrifice.
Yes.
That's what it feels like.
It looks like jungle vines, not blood to me, to be honest.
No, that's what it looks like to me. I mean, it looks more oil, but I'm sure it's supposed to be blood.
So, yeah, I don't know. I can't tell what it is. That's a mistake on her part. But everything else I think is pretty good and it's one of the more not. People don't like it a lot of her art because it's very hectic and a lot going on and just so many lines and all that detail. It's a lot cleaner for her. So maybe something towards the middle of the audience she's trying to go to.
You see this, Rob?
Wait, did you see the Maria Wolf furrow cover? Actually, kind of cool. No, I haven't seen it. All right, Trish, you gotta show me that, dude. Come on. Let me get a taste.
I swear to God, she sent it to us, but maybe not.
Maybe she did. I don't know. I forgot. I dig it. Oh, by the way, before we move on, just to let you know, look up the Final Fight issue 1 covers. They are bomb.
Oh, she's like, no one has seen it. Come on.
Wow.
Untrue.
Of course.
Oh,
of course.
All right.
Okay. Yeah. So you can find me on CBSI. That's comicbookinvest.com every Tuesday, late morning, early afternoon, depending on your time zone, where I drop Cover Fire, the antithesis to this podcast.
I want the black one.
Which I don't know what you're talking about.
No.
You don't have to want anything. We're not buying anything. Those are just symbols. The article is about regular, non-incentive, non-exclusive covers. This week, I was a little short on time. There is an article, but it's really just more of a list of my favorites rather than big write-up this time around. I just didn't have the time. Life got in the way. So, and I haven't been feeling well. So lots of reasons. But either way, there is an article dropping tomorrow. I don't think you'll be surprised based on our comments tonight about what the winners are. So yeah, tune in there tomorrow and drop a comment. I love to chat with people. So
sounds good. Sounds good. All right. Before we head on out, our closing comments, just really quickly again, shout out to our sponsors, Cover Price. Use code Nirvana14 for 30 days of unlimited cover price for only 99 cents. And don't forget to use TNH10 to save yourself 10% off your purchase at birdcitycomics.com. And then our friend Sean over at displaygeek.com. Don't forget to use Team Nerd Herd to save yourself 10% off your very first purchase. All right. Any closing comments, guys?
Many artists were harmed in the making of this podcast.
Yes, sir.
It was supposed to be an easy week.
It is.
We had fun tonight. There's some funny shit tonight.
It was.
Oh, man. All right, Jeff, can you take us out?
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you guys for tuning in. If you haven't caught the whole thing, go check out the rewind. Go check out the other Nearing Nirvana shows during the week. And if you want to do it right, collect what you like. Cover Horrors for Life. Bye, Dale.